Good morning. It's the morning of the 8th day of the Camino Primitivo. I'm in Fonsagrada and getting ready to leave this room. And I think it's still dark out. I'm going to get walking. So let's go see what it's like outside. Gotta grab my bag of food out of the kitchen, put it in my bag and get stepping. Good morning. Buenos días. Drop my key off. All right. Should just be getting light. A little chilly out here. That was a good albergue right there. Mainly because I had in my sweet private room. Let me start my Garmin. Track my miles. You didn't do them if you didn't track them. All right, let's go. It's going to be a nice day, but look, it's going to be a sunny, hot day. I can tell that clear sky. It's going to be a beautiful day. I don't know how far it is, 15 miles at a minimum. Another day, same thing every day. You get up, put your shoes on, put your backpack on, just walk. There's something, I know it looks tedious and boring, something good for your brain, for your mind, for your body, for your soul. It's simplistic. Grounds you. Look at this. Beautiful morning. All right, let's see what the day brings. First thing the day may bring, well, hold on, there's a Camino goes that way, by that church. But the first thing the day may bring is maybe some coffee right there. See a little activity on the streets at this time of day. A lot of times, it's a little bar with some coffee, a little bite to eat. Go check it out. This is the spot. You get some café con leche. Hola. Café con leche. Y sí, exactamente, gracias. There it is right there. Café con leche. Esto, no que como se llama esa cosa, but I'm gonna eat it. All right, that's the routine. Little café con leche and a little pastry. Even though what I'd like to find is some eggs, man, some scrambled eggs, fried eggs, protein. But most of these little joints don't have a kitchen cooking. They just have some junk on the counter. Hey, it's enough to put some in my belly. Look at that sunrise. The world's a beautiful place, man. Gonna turn up. Where are we going? This way. at this church. Santa Maria de Fonsagrada. It's a pharmacy. Peregrinos. Upward and onward. Seen a whole bunch of these all over. Old Land Rovers. You got one of those, Nicole Pearson? Something like that? It's more my style right there. Galicia. You could tell here now how far up in the hills we are, up in the mountains. We're up. We're going down and then back up and then down and maybe back up. More to follow on that one. Beautiful. Into Padron with a piano concerto to accompany your walk. Good way to start your morning. There's Fonsagrada sitting on the hill. Just leaving there. Wow, this place is nice. Casa de la Lembranza. All right, getting right out on the trail instead of the road. 151 K to Santiago de Compostela. Beautiful, beautiful. Got a little climb. Can take it slow. Look at this little picnic area. How nice is that? A little overgrown with grass. All natural. Fonsagrada. See you later, Fonsagrada. Fonsagrada. It's named after the Fonsagrada, the sacred fountain, which is there in the middle of town. Fonsagrada. Fonsagrada. Into the next valley, a new valley. Across from a new valley, a new mountain. See, with the windmills on top, probably go that way. But here, go down into this valley, see what it holds for us. This is day 8, the 8th stage of the Camino Primitivo from Fonsagrada to O Cadavo. I think it is. Cadavo? Cadavo. O Cadavo. I think it's like 15, 16 miles. They say it's mountainous and it's the last day of the hard stages. After this, all the hard mountainous stuff will be behind us. We'll find out. I'm going uphill now, but it's nice, cool, beautiful day. Onward. At the top, nice view. Beauty. It feels so good out here. It's cool, breezy, clean, fresh air, sound of cows out there. That's about it. It's nice. Beautiful forest trail. But you see those windmills up there? I think once again we're going to go up there, traverse the windmills just to check on them. Sometimes they build these paths maybe to make it nicer for the pilgrims, but to tell you the truth, it makes it worse. It's harder to walk on. These uneven rocks than just a dirt path. Or maybe it's just so it doesn't wash away right here in this little, where the water runs through, probably more likely. Hi. 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 Yes. Well, okay. See you later. Thank God. I really do not want to go down to go up. So we're going to the right. Which looks to go up to go up. Up to go up is always better than down to go up. All right. Once again, here we are. Windmill Alley. What is that, the third time? Third or fourth? Here's where you pray for my feet. Oh, wow. I wonder if that must be where the Camino took a alternate route, maybe, way back before Fonsagrada. I wonder if it comes in right here. I think this right here is the ruins of the hospital. Let's go check this out. Yeah, I'm quite sure of it. He said, Magnifico, it's como Stonehenge, right there. He climbed the fence. I have to look at I read a little bit about it, but I have to read the history, and I'll tell you exactly. 1300s, is that correct? 13th century, which would be 1200s. I don't know, but pretty damn interesting. But I gotta get walking, man. Okay, came over the top, looked at that 13th century hospital ruins. You can see the windmill, and going down. I was talking to this gentleman down here. I don't know if you see him. Let's see. There he is. That's Juan Carlo from Malaga. Nice guy. We were rapping about various topics. But going down, I haven't checked the guide to see if we got to cross this valley yonder and go back up. I think so. I think we have to go up that hill over there once again, and then I think that's the last pane for the whole Camino. We'll see. Going down, look at this spectacular valley, lush green valley below. Villages dotting the hillsides. Man, it's nice. Came down that hill, found this little taberna, this little bar restaurant, and sat down with Mark. He's already left. But I had a café con leche and this sandwich, bocadillo, that was bacon and cheese. Mark said it was bad. I ordered one anyway. I put my Tabasco on it. It was delicious, man. It was really good. Oh, but it's time to go because it's cold, because I was sweating. And it's, there's one more mountain to climb, which I believe is this one here. It's a monster. So I'm going to get stepping and finish the last hard part of the Camino Primitivo. Good bite to eat, little lunch, and then I'm leaving. I just realized I didn't take my little bag of supplements. I got a whole bunch of these. That's like about 1/3 of what was in here. So since I ate all these supplements of this, that, the other thing, and NMN and NAD plus and choline and all kinds of stuff in there. It's going to get me over that hill. Down off the mountain, off the trail, onto the road, and over the mountain into the village. Homeboy over there's got flip-flops, like shower shoe looking flip-flops, so maybe he's gonna put his shoes on before he hits the mountain, but I couldn't do it. I wonder if we're going up there. I see looks like a path cut through up there. It looks really steep though. I don't know if that's it. There's Marco. He has blisters. He said going up is good. He can go, but going down is a killer. He's got to put his flip-flops on. Too hot, too hot?
Too hot. It's full at the bottom.
Yes. Hot going up. I like paths like this that go up. Funner to walk. It's 12 noon. Going downhill. Came off that mountain. That can't be the peak we're supposed to climb today. We're supposed to go up about 300 meters. I mean, we went up just right there. It was up a ways, but there was nothing to it. So maybe coming up, there's another mountain to be had. But maybe we're going down. What goes up must come down. Onto the road. I assume that arrow means that way on the road, not that way on the driveway to that house. Degolado, degolada, dego wop wop wop, degolada. I'm way off, so that mountain we just came across, we didn't go over the mountain, we just came across kind of the base of the mountain. But the real mountain is not for a couple more kilometers, 2-3 kilometers ahead. And then that's when we do a real ascent up onto a lookout. So just going to walk these roads that kind of undulate up and down, and then that will be, I think, a peak, and I think it descends pretty close to where I'm ending. Anyway, that's all minutia detail that only I care about. And my feet. Check it out though. Means there's a downhill coming. Steep. All right. Got to cross this valley, which means, well, I don't know how far down. Some little, maybe it's right here. River, valley, creek, which means you gotta go down, cross over, and go back up. So probably up to that cutaway up there, but I'm not sure. How about I just follow the trail? I met a fella named Mark from Melbourne, Australia. I showed him to you earlier on the video. He's walking in front of me. He's a critical care emergency medicine nurse from Australia. So I came down from the top of that mountain. He was sitting there having lunch. And I said, Mark, man, I got this thing. It's driving me crazy on my leg, on my right leg, on the lateral aspect of my distal thigh, on my right leg. It's a spot about as big as my hand, and it's numb, tingling, and then it's painful. I said, you know, you get paresthesias for all kinds of reasons, but this is a thing called neuralgia paresthetica. It's from where a sensory branch of your femoral nerve exits kind of out from your abdomen area, sort of in your where your hip flexors are. And I said, man, I've had this problem from the first Camino. On my backpack was too heavy and my hip flexors were tight. So it's driving me crazy, man. And he said, wait, on your right leg, down here by your knee, it's numb. And I said, yeah, it's a thing. He said, I just had an onset of that like 2 nights ago or last night. I was really worried. I thought, something's really wrong. Can I go on? Can I keep going on? And I'm like, oh, dude, it's a sensory nerve, so it just bugs the crap out of you. Mine was like I was on fire initially, like being branded. And then, so I manage it. It's just numb now, but when I do these walks, it gets like super tingly and sometimes pain. So he thought I was a genius. He was amazed. He looked it up and said, that's exactly what I have. I'm like, yeah, you'd be all right. Take a Motrin, stretch it out, lighten your backpack. So, dude's getting old, man. I said, how? He's in his 50s. I'm like, man, after 55, look out, because things are breaking down. But he was super pleased that there's a name to it. He's going to be all right. It's only just a little numbness and tingling. It's only a sensory branch of nerves, not motor. You're not going to get a bunch of atrophy. You don't have a DVT. So it eased his mind, and he went on his way a happy man. That's my story. Old people and medical problems. Came from up there, coming down. This is the crossing of the river, which isn't running, but this is the bottom to cross the valley. Right there, now we're going to go back up. It is beautiful, quiet and still. And down. I think that was the mini mountain and valley to get ready for the bigger one coming up. It's beautiful in there. Rest spot over there. I gotta keep moving. Couple folks chilling. Can't do it. Don't know if you can tell how steep it is watching that dude up there, but it's steep. Been motoring up this hill. I'm gonna go till the top. Just came up that path that easily could have been the hardest climb of the whole trip, at least equal to it. I went up, I didn't stop, just powered through. I'll catch my breath and I'll tell you why I think I was able just to power up that hill. Straight up. As steep as you could possibly get and still put your foot down and climb up. I showed you that bag I had earlier of supplements. I brought 7 bags. I don't know why I didn't fill more. I meant to and I forgot, so 7 of them. And in those bags, I have a whole host of stuff. Most importantly, probably, is the NMN and the NAD+. I take one or the other, which works in your mitochondria, your energy production within your cells. And but plus, there's pterostilbene, there's resveratrol, there's a magnesium complex, there's K2D3. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? There's B vitamin. There's, what else is there? There's milk thistle, choline. So I got all this stuff. And, you know, some people, you don't never know supplements. Do they do anything for you or not? I take them, can't hurt. But today, I forgot to take them this morning with my breakfast. So at lunch, I had in my pocket. So I thought, oh, I should take these. You know, I had been feeling weak earlier going up those hills. Just super weak, my leg muscles. So I took those supplements in my lunch. I hit that hill right there, which is probably the hardest of the whole trip. Equally as hard as that day out of Pola de Allende. But man, I just motored up that hill. I did not stop. I just motored all the way up. Didn't stop one time. So I think those supplements work. It's too bad I didn't bring any more. That was the last bag. So that's my scientific study of my supplements, is that I feel good. I don't feel weak. I feel strong. Energy. Of course, you know, could all be in my mind. And if so, it doesn't matter because it still works. All right, that's my pitch. I think this is Alastra, little town up on the hill. Thank God it's cool and overcast and breezy, man. If it were hot and sunny, I'd be smoked. But it's cool. It feels great. Hola. Feels like we somehow entered into a different region popping over that mountain. Just feels a different energy, different vibe. Deeper into Galicia. You walk through some of these villages, you get the feeling there's some brujeria going on. Some people practicing some dark arts for thousands of years. Just a feel. Speaking of that, look at this place. We got more climbing. Unbelievable. Going. Man, this walk. Every time you think you did something, like getting to that little village right there, felt like the hardest day of this trip. I thought I was going down, but I had to come up this super steep. And still going. Not far, I can tell. Even if it's on top of that peak. There's some lookout. Alto. No sé. All right. I'm going to push and get to the top. All right, reach the top. I don't know if it's the summit, but it's the top of that push. Here's a flat path. Little break, little rest. I don't know if today's the hardest day. That climb's hard, partly because I've already walked 12 miles and still pushing straight up, so feels hard because you're a little tired. Rio Neira that way. going this way. I think I have about 3 miles to go, maybe. That was so hard, I'm disoriented. It made me dizzy and like spacey. It means I'm oxygenated. My dog's hurt. Should be easy from here though. Yeah, homeboy. Second homeboy? No, third. All right, I think we're coming down into some civilization. I don't know what town this is. I'm gonna look it up. Walk through the village, keep on walking, meander over the undulating rolling hills instead of mountains. Although I see some windmills up there. It ain't me. That ain't me, brother. All right, let's see what's ahead. Fontanera. Check it out. Some horses down there in that beautiful pasture. Church. Stone buildings. Galicia. It's all right. That place is an antique hospital for pilgrims. Antigua Hospital de Peregrinos. Yeah. In the old world. And the new. Looks like old world, but as you can see, it's the new world. It's how the other half are living. Dropping down. Even though this walk is crowded, and by crowded I mean that the albergues are full, and you got to book ahead a lot of the time. This is how it is most of the time on this path. This is it. All day, most every day. Just me. Of course there's people interspersed. I see them at the cafes or at the little stops. But most of the time, it's solitude. I'm at 14.5 miles. I don't know, still got a mile to go. It's looking overcast, it's breezy. I don't think it's gonna rain, but we're in Galicia. It always rains. So, gotta just do this stretch right here in front of me and over the next hill, I believe. And almost there. Nice cool day. Descending into a fertile valley, it looks like. Oh, there's a town. I couldn't see it. Down there. All right. Gotta descend this hill. Little stretch. Be careful on the steep, sandy, rocky descent. Down this very steep paved path into town. And down the hill into O Cadavo. Cadavo. I gotta look up the name of the place where I am staying so I can find it. Gotta know the name first. Here we are. That's the municipal albergue. San Mateo. I think I'm staying at San Mateo. Dead ahead. I better look. That's it. How do I get to it? This way, I think. I think that's the back side. Got to go around front. I have walked 15.63 miles, 6 hours and 30 minutes. It was an ass kicker, boy. That I can tell you. I'm not going to be able to walk after I lay in the bed, wait an hour, try to stand up. Woo! Yeah, that's what kind of day it was. Up those hills. Let's go find this joint. Let's go check in. All right, San Mateo. Looks nice, man. Hola. Okay, I checked in here. Albergue. I'll walk next door. To where my room is. Let's go check it out. No hay nada abierto hasta que como
Hasta las 4.
¿Cuatro?
Ah, no, ahora ya está abierto.
Ah, sí.
Hasta
Todo,
las 4:30.
restaurante o.
Bueno, restaurantes a lo mejor no, pero el supermercado sí.
Ah, y hay una cocina. Sí.
Hay un restaurante que está por detrás de la gasolinera que yo creo que está abierto todo el día.
Por allá.
Sí.
De
De la
se dice?
rotonda para abajo.
Ah, ok.
Mm.
Tal vez.
Vale.
Ok, gracias.
Sí, hasta luego.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Into the second floor and mira, número 4. So, here I am. Room number 4. My bed. My laundry. Don't look at my unmentionables. So, that's it. 8th day, 8th stage. Camino Primitivo. I gotta sit down. So, done deal. 16.62 miles, something like that. And that's a wrap for the day. See you later.